Hey everyone, today we're here to talk about what is your plan? Do you have a plan? Do you know what a plan is? When you finish work, whatever you may call work, what is the plan with the money that you make? Do you have a plan? How about family? When you get together with your wife and kids or spouse, do you have a plan with them? With taking out time with them? With using some of the money you just made to be able to have some fun? How about travel? Don't you want to travel with your family? Or dreams? Don't you have any dreams of owning a house or car or traveling to some foreign place? How about God? Do you have Him in your life? If you don't, then it's time to get serious. When people are asked, what is your plan for today? They don't have a plan. Why? Because they wake up, they brush their teeth, they comb their hair, put on clothes, have breakfast, and get out to work. What a plan, isn't it? Isn't that a great plan? Well, everybody around the world has the same plan. How are you going to make it different? Don't you have a plan that is different from everyone else? You know, most people work 8 hours a day, if not 10, 12, 16 hours a day. To accomplish what? What is the goal? To attain an X amount of money? Most of us forget about the things that we need to be worried about the most. Number one, God. You should have God above all things. And what is your plan with God? Do you pray? Do you pray by yourself, with your family? Or do you go to a religious institution? God above all things. Because if you don't have faith, how do you expect for the other things in your life to work out? Think about it. If you don't have faith, how will you expect to work out the rest of the things in your life? Number two, family. If you've got God in your life, your family is important as well. Because if you've got kids and a spouse, when are you planning to take out time to spend it with them? What's your plan? We need to plan, because those that fail to plan are planning to fail. If you don't have a plan, you're planning to fail. Did you know that? What's your goal with work? Number three, work is important. But what kind of work? Obviously, the one that most people tend to grasp is the work where you are fulfilling your boss's dream. So if you work for your boss, let's say 8 hours a day, how much time of the remainder of that day are you dedicating to fulfill your dreams? Because if you don't have a dream and you're not taking time to plan to achieve your dreams, then you are planning to fail. Number four, travel and dreams. Don't you want to travel to other places? Don't you have a dream of owning a house? Don't you have a plan to get there? Where you are today, is that where you really want to be? If you were to die today, what are you leaving your family tomorrow? When most people are asked this question, they don't have a clue. They don't have a plan. For me, I have a plan. Today, I prepare for tomorrow. I make sure I have God first, family second, work third, travel and dreams fourth. But above all, making sure that I work on myself more than I do on a job that would pay me 8 hours a day. Every day, you need to work on your plan. And if you don't know what a plan is, if you don't know where to start, contact someone to help you. If you don't want to contact me, that's fine. But if you do, just don't be afraid of having a marvelous plan to fulfill one day at a time, one goal at a time, a few minutes at a time, every day, every day, every day. Because we all have low beginnings. We all started out from the bottom. But some have stayed down there, working for somebody else. The only way to have a worthwhile plan is to make it work for you and your family and God above all things. So if you don't have a plan, God forbid you die today, what are you leaving your family? Don't you want to have a plan for that? God forbid you wind up sick in the hospital. What is your plan to cover your bills? What is your plan to pay the hospital? There are ways to relieve this. And you don't have to put millions down. But if you've got it, bring it on, because the better it is for you. But if you've got $100 a month, $300 a month, $500 a month, why not invest it properly to gain a plan, to make it work for you, for your family, for your dreams? What are you waiting for? Proper investments will lead you to a better you. I know firsthand, because for many years I didn't have a plan. Many years I did not have a plan. And I know most of my friends never had a plan, except working at whatever it is that they do to go and spend it at the end of the summer, or at the end of the week, on the weekend at a bar. Sound familiar? I'm sure you know someone in that same situation. What's the worst thing that can happen in your plan? Is that you might fail. But if you fail, you're on the right track. Because most successful people that have a plan and that follow it fail many times to then wind up succeeding in life, because they never gave up, because they never fell on their face, because they fall forward or fail facing upward. They fall facing upward or they fall facing forward. Get my drift? You've got to have a plan, because if you don't have a plan, how is God, your family, your work going to be able to help you out? These are great things to think about, aren't they? Well, if you want to get ahead in life, then what are you waiting for? Let's get working on it. Let's get working on these plans. God bless. Have an awesome day, and make sure that you have a plan, because if you don't, and you need some advice, and you need a better job, and you need to be able to fulfill some of these dreams, boy, I've got something that will line up right with you. It permits you to have God first. It permits you to have family second, and that your work, your business that you're trying to create third. Contact me at info@daviddiazlife.com if you want to start planning for a better future for you, your family, and your relationship with your infinite intelligence. God bless.